Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to start a new, I'm going to call this a preview season of an upcoming game called Gone Upstate. And I'm playing a playtest version of the game. You can look here at the right side of the screen. We've got some notes here. It looks like I'm playing version 0.5.9. We can see that version number over here at the bottom as well, bottom right side of the screen. And it says, early access, you are playing a development version of Gone Upstate. Expect major bugs and missing features. More content will be added as we develop the game. Give feedback on Discord, and there's the Discord server address. And then we are committed to improving the game with updates and new features. Suggestions and bug reports are welcome. Very good. Let's just jump in. There's only one mode that we can do right now, and it's open survival. If we go into settings here, I guess I can set this to 1080 and I'll leave it full screen. And there'll be some more settings we'll jump into as soon as we launch the game. So let's go do that. Open survival. We'll do a new game. Here we'll go. We've got a couple selections on the map. We'll go with the big one here, Fern Valley. Wildlife behavior, we'll keep that at peaceful. Entity creatures, we'll leave that as spawn when tired. You can turn them off and we'll see what these are as we play. Leave that as it is. Enable daily raids. Yep. Starting raid amount 0. That's fine. That will increase over time. Raid hour 12 noon. That's fine too. Start season spring. Sure. Don't care about the fingernail color and all that. And for starting money, we're going to make this a little bit easier on ourselves and go with 14 grand to start. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. We'll wait for this to load up, and then we're going to change some more settings as soon as we get into the game. All right, we are here. Before we jump in, I'm going to hit escape, go into settings, and you'll see we've got a lot more choices here. Now, the resolution didn't stick. I think we're fine, but I'll just set it again. Peaceful, all that's the same. We get a few more options. And what I want to do, the music in here is really, really good, but I'm going to turn it all the way down just because I'm not sure if there's any kind of copyright issues. And don't want to have to trash the videos if YouTube complains. So I'm just going to err on the safe side and turn that off. But I can tell you from what I've heard so far with the music, it's awesome. So when you get it, or if you choose to do the playtest or pick this game up later, I think you're going to enjoy the music. It sounds pretty good to me. The rest I'll just leave as is. Grass density, I'm going to put this on very low. Now, if you look in the background, you can kind of see some grass here. It almost looks like wheat. So if I put this on low, double click it, you can see it kind of went back a little bit. And if I put it on very low, now it kind of clears out. I'm going to choose very low. I think just going to be a little bit easier to get into the game with that on very low. Vegetation distance, I'll try and keep these on high for now. It is giving my graphics card a run for its money, but I'm going to try to leave these things set as is so we can present the game in its best light. And I think that's it for the settings. You can change the way the crosshair looks. Circle dot, that's fine. And that's just showing you what the crosshair, we'll see that in a second. I think that's it. So let's hit resume. And can I pause? I guess this pauses. Let me just tell you the premise here. Now, we've come upstate on a bus. We're out in the middle of the country, and we're kind of setting out a new life for ourselves, living off the land, making products, selling them, hunting animals, all that good stuff. If you haven't checked out my first look video or preview video on Gone Upstate, I encourage you to check that out. I'll put a link in the description and maybe in the comments as well. And that'll give you an overview about what the game's all about. But let's jump in. I'll hit resume. Here we are at the bus stop that we just arrived at. It says, welcome Upstate. And so let's see what we can see. Now we've got a bunch of little kiosks here that are going to allow us to purchase some items. And I'm going to jump in and purchase some items that I know we're going to need. right off the bat. So we'll go into guns and ammo here. And there's some choices. Let's see. Okay, this guy is a shotgun. Let's go ahead and pick up one of these. We'll get some shells. Get 100 shells and then 100 more. So that's 200 shells. That'll be, you'll see how we use that soon enough. And then let's grab this guy. It almost looks like a sniper rifle. I see a scope on there. It's not cheap. But let's pick this up. And then we can see as I hover over this, if you look up at the description, SG69 Precision Bolt Action Rifle, chambered for 7.62 by 51 millimeter ammo, 600 meter effective range. So let's get some of that ammo here. And we'll do the same thing. We'll buy maybe 200 rounds to start. We can always get more later. All right. Whoops, I hit escape. I can right click to get out of that. What else do we have? Groceries. Let's take a look in here. And why don't we grab some baked beans? Grab 32 of those. And the rest of the stuff... I think we can explore later. For now, I'm just going to grab the beans. We'll get some food ourselves, too, as we play. Hardware. Let's pick up an axe. And a reaping saw. And then the workbench, I think we're going to end up making. We don't need to worry about that right now. Nails, I think we're going to need. Let's go buy 100 of those. Maybe 200. I don't know if there's an inventory limit. All right. Not sure about the sledgehammer. Used to demolish and build structures. Okay. So that noise we just heard means there is a raid coming. Let me go to my inventory and quickly put the shotgun on my hotbar. Hit 1. Now we've got our shotgun selected. And here is these creatures come every day, every night. So we're going to take some of these guys out. And then I know we're getting off to kind of a fast start here. But I'll explain things as we go. We'll get through this first little raid. We're going to take these guys out as many as we can. You can see there's a count on the screen of how many remain. So there's 82 remaining. And there's about 45 seconds left in this raid, as they call it. So these guys are kind of cute, but we're going to take them out because they don't like us. And all right, let's take these guys out. 21 seconds more. I don't think we'll get them all. They're pretty scattered around now. I got to be careful they don't get too close because they will damage our health. If you look at the bottom right, you can see our health and hunger and kind of our sleep. Little status indicators. Right now our health is at 100%. Okay, the raid's over. We just came back into kind of daylight. I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 to put my weapon away. And then all of these little creatures that we shot, they drop these boxes. And if I get near them, I don't have to point at it. I just need to get near it. And you'll see my little crosshair in the center of the screen has an inner circle that shows up. Once that's there, if I just hit E, it's going to pick it up. And you can see I just got a raid trophy for that. And all of these guys are going to be raid trophies. And you'll see what those are all about here in a second. So I'm just going to walk near these boxes, pick them up. There's also little rocks on the ground here. If I walk near those, I can pick those up. We can sell those or possibly use those for crafting. But let me just hurry up and pick these up as fast as I can so we can get on with the game. And if you look to the right of the screen, we've got something there that says a notebook of personal goals. I'm going to use that kind of as a starting tutorial. That's going to guide us on some things that we can do in the game. But been watching this game for quite a while. And then I just got approved for the playtest the day before I'm recording this. And I'd say I've played maybe for an hour or two before starting this recording. So there's going to be plenty we're going to learn on our own. But I did early on want to grab that weapon and some initial groceries and supplies just to get us started. The raid this time came on pretty fast. My first playthrough, I don't think it came on so early. So it caught me a little off guard, but we were prepared. So we'll pick up all these little trophies. All right, let's go check out those kiosks. Hopefully we won't have another raid right away. We looked at the grocery, looked at the hardware, we looked at the ammo. What else we got here? Okay, here we can get some furniture and other equipment. It looks like a canning station, synthesizer. Maybe we'll get into some of this planter boxes. I'm guessing we may get into that. For now, I'm just going to right click off of this, or I'm going to click the X actually. Seed and feed. Okay. This is for when we get to growing our crops. Looks like it's all seeds, so I don't see any feed here yet. Oh, corn. Maybe we can raise animals. I'm not sure. What else we got here? Outdoor supplies. We can get a camping tent. That might be worth getting. Let's pick that up. We've got some cash here up at the top left. $10,000 left. A cooking pot. I think we're going to want that. Flare gun, interesting. Water, barbecue grill. They've got some more of the weapons in here as well. Let's hop out of this one. I think that's all we need there. Electronics, GPS device. Now, I haven't tried any of these in my short little playthrough before starting the series. Let's grab this GPS device. And the phone enables cloud shopping. Pretty useless otherwise. Okay. Let's pick that up too. Maybe that will allow us to access all of these same products without having to be here at the bus station. Sounds like we're at nighttime. And the last one here is vehicles. I don't think I've even looked at this. We've got an ATV or a pickup truck. We'll do this, but let's hold off. We'll get a vehicle, but let's hold off. All right, as I walk around, I'm just hitting the E key to pick up some of these stones that we're walking by. And let's check out this. It says we buy items. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to hit the interact key or hit, oops, what is it? I got to get near it. Then I hit the E key. And here's where I can sell some stuff. So we've been picking up a bunch of little stones. Here they are. If I click stone and do max, I can just sell the 17 stones we picked up. They're $1 each. Not great. But we're going to make things in this game where we can sell. Oh, there's our raid trophies. Let's sell all of these. So that gets us $500. Helps pay for some of the ammo we used. And we got big beans. We'll keep those. I keep hitting escape. I don't need to. That's why the menu comes up. All right. Let me go into my inventory. And let's put some of these items on our hotbar. So the axe, let's get that on the hotbar. How about we put it in slot 3? And then this saw, let's put that on the hotbar in slot 4. And then our little sniper rifle guy, let's put that in slot 2. I think that's all we need for now. We can take a look. Here's our inventory. We've got the nails we purchased, ammo, the gun. Looks like we got a notebook here. Our phone, we got to try that. Ooh, do we have 2 phones? Maybe they gave us a phone to start and I bought another one without realizing it. Let's take this GPS thing and put it on the hotbar. How about here? It looks like that's all we get. Let's see what that does. If I hit 5 and I walk around, does this thing change? Yes, it does. Okay. So I might have to write down this stuff or whatever, where we're at. All right. I'm going to hit 5 to dismiss that. Right click to get my mouse movement back. Sometimes when you go into something, if I hit 5 and then I come out of it, I don't know, sometimes the left-right scrolling goes away. And if it does, I just hit the right click and it seems to come back. All right, so things have settled down for a little bit. We may get another raid here at nighttime. My sleep energy is low. My food is slowly diminishing. I'm looking at the bottom right. We've got these strange creatures running by. I'm going to mostly ignore them for the time being. But there's a couple different creatures in the game. There's these entity creatures like this guy. Maybe I can't ignore him. He looks like he wants to say hello. I may have to take him out. Now he's going to drop a box as well, except this time if I hit E and say I picked up an electronic resistor instead of the raid trophy. So we'll see how those are used in the game. I haven't made use of those yet in my little playthrough. But as I was saying, there's a couple of different kinds of creatures in the game. There's these entity creatures, which are these glowing guys. We see two of them out there. And these seem to drop electronic parts when I take them out. And then we've got just normal animals, right? So there's a deer. You can make that guy out there. And if I take him out, we can go get meat and have some food, cook it up and have food, just like you'd expect. There's another one of these strange ones, glowing. And the strange ones seem to only come out mostly at night, maybe only at night. But I'm not for sure. We'll discover as we go. I should be hitting E as we're walking along. Then I can pick up some stones just for the heck of it. Help pay for some bullets. So if I take this guy out, let's see what he dropped for us. I just got to get close. Hit E. Okay, we got another capacitor this time. So I'm kind of half waiting for it to be daylight again so we can then we'll go through that notebook of personal goals off to the right. I just want to make sure we're not going to get raided right in the middle of working on stuff. So that's why I've kind of got my guard up here through the nighttime. There is, I believe, a clock in the top right of the screen. You can see it's day. We're in day 2. It's spring, and I believe it's telling us it's just about 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, these little creatures, if they do get close to us, will give us damage, I believe. This guy's so close, I can just take him out. Another electronic capacitor. At a minimum, we can sell those, and I imagine there's stuff we can build with them. All right, if we want, we can take out one of these animals. It's a little bit far away. I kind of want to stick close to our little bus station here. Just because it feels safe. It may not be terribly safe, but it feels safe. All right, I don't see anybody right on top of us. So let's see if we can start working off the list here. Craft a campfire. If I hit 2, that'll sheath my weapon. And let me go into, I'll hit tab. And let's look at craft. Campfire is going to take 3 firewood and 5 small stone, it looks like. So let's go get some firewood. A couple different ways we can do that I learned here. One is we should see some firewood or some sticks just right on the ground. Of course, I mentioned that, and now I don't see any. But we'll wander over here a little bit. Looks like we got a bunch more rocks here. Again, I can just hit the E key as we're walking around to pick some of these things up. I'm looking for sticks on the ground. I don't see any. Kind of want to show you those. The other way is we did buy that axe and we can chop down a tree. I'll make my way over to these trees and that's what we'll do. Since I'm not having much luck finding a little stick laying around. don't want to get too far away from the bus station. Because right now, that's our main source for buying more ammo. All right, let's go ahead and hit 3 on the hotbar. I've got my axe out. I'm pointed at the pine. Got to click multiple times here to chop down this tree. There it goes. I'm not sure if it can hurt you. I don't want to find out. So we'll walk up to one of these logs. It says press E. I'll do it. We've got a few options. We can turn it into firewood, or I can cut it into boards. Let's do firewood. Boom. And it instantly just gave us 20 firewood out of that log. Let's do the same thing to this one. Boom. And then when we get to this one, let's do the boards, and I'll show you how this works. It immediately puts the saw in my hand, and I got to click. Kind of click and hold, actually, for each little board. So click and hold 10 different times. And we'll get some boards in our inventory that I imagine we'll be able to use for building later. Let's do one more like that just so we have it in the inventory, and then we'll finish processing this tree, and then we'll head over to the bus station and then maybe build a campfire and complete that first little objective. Just by cutting down this tree, we completed the next objective. It says fell a tree with an axe. And then right now we're satisfying the mill my own lumber task. All right. In the interest of time, this log, I think I'm just going to grab firewood. And I'll hit 4. Oh, here's our dudes here. Wow. Okay, we're getting some damage already. They really spawned right on top of us this time. How's our health bar? We're doing okay on health still. Got plenty of shotgun shells for these guys. But wow, they are right on top of us. Ooh, health is going down. But on the bright side, we'll have plenty of trophies that we can sell. But wow, yeah, they spawned right on top of us this time. And wow, look how many are there. 213 remaining. I'm not sure why there's so many. This is more than I remember from my first little playthrough. These little guys, they look kind of funny. Like something out of a nightmare. I'm not sure what the second horn means. Oh, more came. Oh, jeez. There's almost 300 of these guys. Again, we'll get something out of this. We're going to need to buy more shotgun ammo, I can tell. Oh, man. That guy got in. He got a swipe in. All right, we've got 30 seconds left. Wow. It's a bit of a big raid. All right, that's the end of the raid. Let's hurry up and grab as many of these little trophies as we can. So we're not getting a lot of time between raids, doesn't seem, to work on our objectives. I'm just kind of walking around hitting the E key here. Pick up some of these raid trophies. Those are the ones worth the cash. A bit of a rut here. We could take that ore out, probably. Now, if I get near this guy, you can see I get some meat off of that. Be able to cook that up in our campfire if we ever get around to building one. All right, let's make our way back. I'm pretty sure we backtracked all the way out here, or backed up. Collect up all these raid trophies, maybe some rocks along the way as well. Yeah, I was not expecting that raid of that size. That's the first time I've experienced that. All right, let's pick these all up. Tell you what, I may fast forward through this. If I do, I'll be right back. All right, this is about the last of them. Let's head over to the kiosks and quickly grab some more ammo. I'm gonna leave my shotgun armed here, equipped, just in case another raid starts. Hopefully it won't, because boy, we didn't have much time between raids. Let's see if I can move a little faster if I put the shotgun down. Doesn't seem like it's letting me. I may be encumbered. Let's go to ammo quickly. Get more shotgun. We've been using that a lot. Buy that. Okay. That should do us for now. And let's go sell all of these raid trophies. Scroll down, find these guys here. Boom, max. Look at that, 1,500. That'll pay more than pay for our ammo, so that helps. And let's see if we can craft that campfire here before we get raided again. I'll hit tab, craft. We've got plenty of firewood, plenty of small stones. Select it here, campfire from the list, then hit craft. Boom. If we look in the inventory, there it is. I think if I click this and hit build, that's going to let me place the campfire. So we'll put it next to the store. You'll hear it build. This takes a second. Keep my eyes open. Now, if I interact with this guy, hit the E key, I can add a cooking pot. Let me do that. Because we bought the cooking pot, if you remember, kind of right at the top of the episode. And then let's start a fire. Got that going. Keep my eyes peeled. And then let's cook. And I showed you we shot that one boar, I think it was, and we got 3 meat. So I'll click the meat in my inventory. I'll do max, hit add. And now the recipes come up. We've only got one here that applies, grilled game. I'll select that. And then over here at the right, I got to specify how many. There's no max button here. So I'll say craft 3, boom. We get a little progress bar coming across here while it cooks. And boom, there is our meat. If I click that and retrieve max, boom, into my inventory goes the 3 grilled game. And now I keep hitting escape when I just need to either click on an X button or right click. So let's see, my food looks like it's a tiny bit low. Let's go into inventory and see how to eat, and then we'll wrap this episode. Inventory. Where is our canned meat? There it is. If I click it and eat, we hear the sound of eating. And our food, boy, it didn't look like it went up that much, did it? Let's try that again. Eat. Yeah, I guess it's going up a little bit. We can grab some beans too. Why don't we do that? Eat. Okay, now our hunger's pretty high. All right, let me pause it here. And then we'll wrap this episode right here. Again, we're just getting started. And the raids made for some chaos early on here, but hopefully we'll be able to buy some land, build a house, do some cooking, do some crafting, make some money, buy that vehicle, and all those other things. But that'll have to be for a later episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps my teeny tiny channel grow, and I really appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you in the next episode.